discussing another topic, and that will be the use of ICT, or the Information and Communication Technology, to facilitate the learning and teaching process. But first, we have to know what is ICT. ICT was defined as an extensional term for information technology, or we also known as IT, that stresses the role of unified communication and the integration of telecommunication. Wikipedia also defined ICT as a diverse set of technological tools and resources used to transmit, store, create, share, or exchange information. ICT is an umbrella term that includes any communication device encompassing radio, television, cell phones, computer, and network hardware. Even our satellites is also ICT. So, why ICT is important in our daily lives? ICT is important in a way that it pervades all parts of life. You may ask how? Well, by allowing people to communicate, network, seek help, access services, and learn in a new, faster, and better ways. We might not notice it, but in every day of our life, we use ICT. How and why? Well, when we are using our cell phones or laptops to communicate with our loved ones, when we post something to give a little bit update in our life, ICT was there. We also use ICT today in transferring money or any transaction that we do online without doing it face to face. For instance, we use GCash, PayMaya, Union Bank, and anything can be done now through ICT, right? ICT makes our life more easier. I think those who's watching me right now can relate. Now let's talk about how important ICT and the students and teachers. ICT improves the engagement and knowledge retention. When ICT is integrated into lessons, students become more engaged in their work. This is because technology provides different opportunities to make it more fun and enjoyable in terms of teaching the same things in different ways. Therefore, even though you will teach the same subject and topic, you can teach it in different ways using ICT. You can make it more creative and interesting. ICT also supports the communication and the representation of knowledge to many audiences. It transforms the ways that students think and learn, and give them greater control over how, where, and when they learn. Actually, during the pandemic, as we can remember, ICT was known as our bridge to learn. We do virtual meeting using different applications such as Google Classroom, Google Meet, Zoom, etc. ICT make it possible for us to learn despite of the pandemic. It allows us to attend our class, to talk to our teacher, classmate, and share our ideas in our classmate through virtual meeting. The growth of this communication and computer system and their ease of use, the power and diversity of information transfer allow teachers and students to have access to a world beyond the classroom. It has the potential to transform the nature and process of the learning environment and envision a new learning culture. So, ICT open up opportunities for learning because it enables learners to access, extend, transform, and share ideas and information in multimodal communication style and format. It helps the learner to share learning resources and spaces, promote learner-centered and collaborative learning principles, and enhance their critical thinking, creative thinking, and problem-solving skills. Now, it has been proven that the use of ICT in the classroom increases the motivation of the students. That's the reason why it's very important. Showing more interest and becoming more involved in the areas they study. ICT enables the use of innovative educational resources and the renewal of learning methods, establishing a more active collaboration of students and the simultaneous acquisition of technological knowledge. Furthermore, ICT are of great help in developing discernment, being able to search for various sources and contrast them, as well as to structure information are some of the most notable skills that students develop and thanks to the use of ICT. But I will introduce to you the advantage of using ICT in the classroom. The first one will be the interest of the learners grow. So the use of resources as varied as with videos, websites, graphics, and games make traditional subject more interesting. Multimedia content is a very useful tool to bring different subjects closer to students in a complete and entertaining way. And the second one is that ICT also produces interactivity. The use of ICT in the classroom promotes the students' active and participatory attitude, which is involved in learning and is positioned as the protagonist. Number 3, collaboration between students. Collaboration between the students is clearly enhanced, and thanks to the various digital tools, it is much easier for them to create team projects, cooperate, and learn from each other. And number 4, they enhance creativity. Well, ICT tools stimulate the development of the imagination as well as the initiative of all the class members. So, one of the examples of this is that when we're using Canva in the classroom, it creates creativity in the mind of the students. It allows them to create something that is beyond their creative thinking. And because of this application, the student can make their projects more creative. The number 5 is that it increases communication. Close communication between students and teacher is encouraged through various channels in a more spontaneous and less formal way. So looking back, the student and teachers need to meet face to face just to raise their concern and to communicate. But today, thanks to ICT, because it is easier for us to communicate with our teacher when we have question and vice versa for the teacher. Now we don't have to go to the school just to ask the question to our teacher. We just need to message them via online through messenger or chats to raise our concern. And the last but not the least will be the number 6, the personalization and content up to date. Digital environments allow real-time updating of all information and resources. In addition, it is possible to adjust the tools and content to local and nearby realities. So that's it for the advantages of the ICT in the classroom. And I think that's it for today. You already know about the importance of ICT in our daily lives, especially in learning and teaching process. I hope that you learned something, and ICT is significant in our lives, but we must also be wise user and a responsible sharer. That's all for today. Bye for now.